and good morning to all my lovely students. I welcome you all for today's English class. I hope all of you remember that we have started our lesson 2, that is the peaceful warrior, in our previous class, and I've also mentioned you the objective of this lesson, and we have also seen all the new words of this lesson and their meaning along with the first two passage, that means first two paragraph. We have learned that how this particular samurai, what did he do? Out of his fit of anger, he killed his master, right? I hope all of you still remember it. He killed his master, and then he was afraid that he will be caught and he himself would be killed by other samurai warriors. So what did he do? He ran away from one place to another, and finally he came to a village which was separated from the rest of the world because of a huge mountain, right? And then the samurai thought that I want to help the villagers get connected with the rest of the world by making a passage, by making a road. So what did he decided to do? He decided to carve a way through the huge mountain. So I told you in the last class, we'll see whether the samurai will really be successful in his attempt to create and to make a road, a path, and connect the village along with the rest of the world, or will he be killed by other samurai warriors? So let us open our textbook, that is English textbook, lesson number 2, page number 9. So we will be starting with the third paragraph. So those of you who have your textbook along with you, please open it up and follow it along with me as I read it and try to pronounce the words correctly, and I will be explaining you at the same time. Let us start with page number 9, the third paragraph. He worked from early morning to late evening. In 4 years, he had almost dug halfway into the mountain. So what did the samurai do? He walked single-handedly. He walked all alone from early morning till late evening. Okay. I'm sure he must be feeling guilty, right? Because he had killed his master because of his anger. And now he is regretting that action. So that is why he wants to do something good for the villagers. He wants to compensate for it, right? So what did he do? Right from early in the morning till night, he would be carving. He would be working. So just imagine, for a span of 4 years, he did that thing. He kept on going to that particular place and kept on working day in and day out to make a road, to make a path across that particular mountain. So let us see what will happen. One morning, when he was working hard in the tunnel, a young man shouted his name. So what happened? After 4 years of time, his work was half completed. He was able to make a tunnel, a narrow passage, an underground way to connect the village and the rest of the world. So as he was working, busy working, what happened? Somebody called his name. So when he heard his name being called, he was obviously surprised because nobody knew him. It was a new place for him. Okay, so he turned back to see who that person was. Let us see who that person is. Okay. A young man shouted his name. He asked the samurai to come out. The young man was the son of the man that the samurai had killed. Now what happened? There's a turning point in the story. There was a very young man who called out his name. So when he looked back, what happened? The young man said that, please come out of the tunnel. Come out, I want to talk to you. And he also revealed that he was the son of the master whom the samurai had killed and came here. So By that time, I think the samurai was really scared and what not thoughts were going in his mind, right? So let us see what will happen. He wanted to take revenge. I deserve to die, said the samurai. Kill me if you want, but wait till I have completed this tunnel. So what happened is that the young man said that I wanted to take revenge. I want revenge. So I've already told you the meaning of revenge in the last class. That means to do something bad to somebody who has done you something wrong. So he said that I want to take a revenge with you. Since you have killed my father, I also want to kill you. That would be my revenge. And then the samurai said that, yes, I am guilty and I would like to die. You can kill me, but before killing me, please wait. He said, wait until and unless I complete this tunnel. Now my work is only half done. So wait, if this work which I have undertaken on my shoulder is done, then I will come to you and you can kill me and take your revenge. Okay, so let us see whether the son, that is the young man, will agree to the terms given by the samurai or not. Okay, whether he'll agree or whether he will kill the samurai right away. The young man agreed to wait. He watched fascinated as the samurai worked hard day after day. So what happened? The young man said, okay, fine, I'll wait for you. Since you are going to do something good, I'll wait for you till you complete this tunnel. And as the work will be completed, as soon as the work will be completed, I will be killing you. So the young man did not leave the samurai there. What did he do? He kept an eye on the samurai. So every day he would come there and maybe he would watch from far what the samurai was doing, no? And he saw the samurai was really working hard. Right from early morning till late evening, he would be working and carving, okay, trying to make the tunnel into a nice way, okay, nice path, so that the villagers would be benefited. So the young man was really fascinated. He was interested. He was looking at the samurai and then he was interested. He was very much fascinated by the work, his dedication, his passion towards that particular job. The rocks that he was digging through were huge. At the end of a day's work, it seemed that the rocks were untouched. So can you imagine, class, a huge mountain being carved single-handedly, all by the samurai himself, all alone. 4 years time span already gone. Still he is working. So right from morning till evening, when he goes there, still the mountain seems to be standing there only. It seems like the work is never ending. The young man began to slowly develop respect for his enemy's hard work and patience. So slowly, 1 day, 2 day, 1 month gone, 1 year gone. So as the young man observed the samurai, he slowly developed a sense of what? Respect towards the samurai's hard work, dedications and patience. Waiting calmly for his work to be completed. So this young man was really appreciating the samurai's work, and he was thinking deeply that this man is really doing something good. After some time, the young man started to help the samurai. They dug and carried the rubble together. So after a long span of time, what did the young man do? He rendered a helping hand. He said that, can I help you? Can I also help you in completing this task? So the samurai was really happy and he said, yes, of course you can help me. So both of them, what did they do? They did the work together. The samurai would be carving the stones, right? And this young man would be picking up all the rubbles, that is the small stones and pebbles, collecting it and putting it aside. And then one day, the two men broke through to the other side. Finally, the villagers were no longer alone. They could now easily connect with the rest of the world. So what happened? Every day now, both of them, the samurai is no more alone. Now both of them passionately work hard. And finally, one fine day, they were able to connect the village with the rest of the world, and there was a tunnel, a path, a gateway was being created, and they were really happy. So finally the villagers were no longer alone. Now the village people could easily go and go to the rest of the world, connect with the rest of the world, and then even the rest of the world would be able to connect with the people living in the village. They could now easily connect with the rest of the world. "I am ready to die," said the samurai, kneeling before the young man. "You can kill me now." So what did the samurai say? "I am ready to die." He knelt before the young man. I have told you what is the meaning of kneeling down. To be on your knees, right? So the samurai came to his knees, bowed down before the young man and said that, "Yes, I am guilty, right? I have killed your father. You have every right to kill me back and take your revenge. And I'm thankful to you that you have waited all these long years and helped me to complete this task." So when he said that, let us see what will the young man say in return. Okay. The young man raised his sword with a cry, the blood rushing to his head. So he was really young. We have been talking about anger, right? So the young man, of course, though he was fascinated with the samurai's work, hard work, passion and dedication, in one of the corner of his heart there was still some anger left, because he had lost his father for no particular reason, right? Just for an anger. So he wanted to kill the samurai. So what did he do? He raised his sword to kill the samurai. Okay. But then what happened? Let us see. At last he could take revenge for his father's death. But he found that he could not kill the samurai. So he said that, yes, this is the moment. I can take revenge for my father's death. He had been murdered by this fellow, by this samurai. So I will kill him and take my revenge. So as he raised his sword, but he could not kill the samurai. What do you think, children? Why he couldn't kill the samurai? Let us read further. Slowly he put his sword down. So this young man, though he raised his hand with the sword to kill the samurai, he slowly put his hand down. Okay, let us see. You are a killer, he said, but I have learned a lot from you in the last few years. What did he say is that? You are a killer. You have killed my father. No doubt you are a killer. You have killed him. You have killed my father. But I have learned a lot of lessons, a lot of good things from your life for the past few years when I have been observing you. You were carving this particular tunnel and helping the villagers to connect with the rest of the world. So he said that I have learned a lot of things from you. How can I harm my teacher? He said that. So since I have learned a lot of things from you, how can I harm you? You have become my teacher. He dropped his sword and walked away. So finally he dropped his sword and walked away. Remember, children, when I talk about the objective of this lesson, I said that to develop a sense of appreciation and respect towards our teachers, right? And I've also told you, teachers are not only the teachers who teaches you the academics, that is lessons, textbooks, the teachers in the school. Even your parents are your teachers, your elder brothers and sisters, your neighbors, your grandparents, your friends, and any person from whom we learn good things, right? Good things, we learn good things and values. They are our teachers. We should know how to love and respect them. And also, we should learn how to control our anger. I've told you the second objective was to channelize our anger in the right direction. Both of them were angry, right? The samurai was also angry. So was the young man. But then we can see the difference. The samurai in his fit of anger had murdered his own master. But then here we can see the young man. He had every right to kill the samurai. But then he knew how to calm himself down when he was angry, right? And he said that since I have learned a lot of things from you, I will not kill you. Rather, I will give you forgiveness. So, my dear children, really, anger only destroys us. And we should know how to channelize our anger, how to calm ourselves down. We should not use bad words when we are angry. We should not harm ourselves or others when we are angry. We should do things which will help us to calm down our anger. And we should always respect our elders and teachers from whom we have learned a lot of things, rather good things. So with this, we'll try to conclude our story for here today. I hope all of you have understood. I'll see you in my next class. So take care, students. Keep learning. Bye-bye.